Our lesson today, inshallah, solving a quadratic equation in one variable. We have two methods, algebraically and graphically. The first one, how to solve any quadratic equation by algebraically method. The first by factorization, the second by general formula. The quadratic equation is equation of first degree in one variable x. First one, find in our solution set of each of the following x power 2 minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. The first method by factorization here. What is the number? It's a product 6 and the difference between them is 5. Again, what is the two numbers? The product of them is 6 and the difference between them is 5 is 1 and 6. 1 times 6 equals 6 and the difference between them is 5. Then I will open two brackets, factorize x power 2 x and x. 6 here is 6 times 1 and the sign determined by the first will take the sign of the middle negative and the another number with the opposite sign plus. Again, to factorize x power 2 minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. Open two brackets, factorize x power 2 by x and x. And what is the number? The product of them is 6 and the difference between them is 5 is 1 and 6. The sign of the greatest will take the same sign of the middle term is negative and the other number, the opposite sign. Here, x minus 6 times x plus 1 equals 0. I will take 6 minus 6 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. Here, x equals 6 and here x equal negative 1. Then the solution set is the set of 6 and negative 1. The second one, 6x power 2 equals 6 minus 5x. I will write this equation in the standard form. The standard form here, 6x power 2 and plus 5x minus 6 equals 0 and make a factorization. Here, I will factorize 6x power 2 by 2x and 3x. And here, what is the number? The product of them is 6. It will be 2, 3. 2 and 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. Then 2x plus 3 times 3x minus 2 equals 0. Then 2x plus 3 equals 0 and 3x minus 2 equals 0. Then 2x equal negative 3. Then x here, it will be negative 3 over 2. The second one, 3x equal 2. Then x equal 2 over 3. Then the solution set of this equation is negative 3 over 2 and 2 over 3. Find in our the solution set of each of the following x power 2 minus 2, 6 minus 6 equals 0. Here, what is the two numbers? The product of them is 6 and the difference between them is 2. I can't because I have 1 times 6 and the difference between 5 and 2 times 3 equals 6 and the difference between them equals 1, not 2. Here I can't factorize this equation. I will use general formula. General formula, x equal negative b positive or negative root square root of b power 2 minus 4 ac over 2a. Here, a is the coefficient of x power 2, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the absolute term. A here equals 1, b equal negative 2, c equal negative 6. Then, again, the general formula, x equal negative b plus or minus root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2e. Over 2e, I can use general formula to find the solution set of this equation. Then x equal, by substitution, 2 positive or negative square root of b power 2 negative 2 power 2 minus 4 times 1 times negative 6 over 2 times 1. Then x equals 1 plus root 7. And the another root, x equal 1 minus root 7. Then the solution set of this equation by general formula equals the set of 1 plus root 7 and 1 minus root 7. Another one, if x plus 5 over x equals 4. The first step, write this equation in the standard form. I will multiply this equation by x. Here, by x, x times x bar 2 plus multiply it by x, it will be 5, and multiply 4 by x, it will be 4x. Then write it in 0 equation. X bar 2 minus 4x plus 5 equals 0. Here, the coefficient, I can't solve it by factorization. I will use general formula. Then A equal 1, B equal negative 4, C equal 5. General formula, x equal negative b, positive or negative, b power 2 minus 4 ac over 2a. By substitution, then x equal 4, positive or negative, square root of negative 4 power 2 minus 4 times 1 times 5 over 2 times 1. Then the solution set here is 5, because I don't have here any square root of negative number. The second method by solving the quadratic equation is graphically. How to solve graphically? The first one, if I have example, find graphically in this or the solution set of the equation x power 2 minus 2x minus 3 equals 0 on the interval negative 2 and 4. The first one, I will use f of x equal x power 2 minus 2x minus 3. I will substitution by the first and the start and end of this interval by using a calculator. Here, substitution x negative 2, then it will be 5. X negative 1, it will f of x, it will be 0. X 0, then f of x negative 3, and so on. The second step, I will draw the curve. The first point, negative 2 and 5. Plot this point on the graph, negative 2 and 5. The second point, negative 1 and 0, negative 1 and 0 here. The third, 0 and negative 3, 0 and negative 3 here. 1 and negative 4, 1 and negative 4. 2 and negative 3, 3 and 0, 4 and 5. And draw the curve. Here, solving graphically means this curve cut x-axis in a point. What is this point here? The curve cut x-axis at negative 1 and 3. Then the solution set is negative 1 and 3. Again, to solve graphically any quadratic equation, draw the curve, and this curve cut x-axis in points, 1 point, 2 point, not cut it here, cut this, the curve cut x-axis in 2 points, negative 1 and 3. Then the solution set from the graph equal negative 1 and 3. Also, I can solve this equation by general formula. Example 4, find graphically in the solution set of the equation x power 2 plus 2x plus 1 equal 0 on this interval negative 4 and 2. Also, I will draw the table and write x, f of x, and put all points on the interval negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. We studied it before in grade 9. Here, I will substitution or use calculator to find it, and I will plot each point on the graph, negative 4 and 9, negative 3 and 4, negative 2 and 1, -1, 0, 0 and 1, 1 and 4, and 2 and 9. I will draw the curve. The curve cut x-axis at 1 point only, -1. This the solution set is -1. Again, I will draw the curve. This curve cuts x-axis at a point -1. Then the solution set is -1. Example 6, if -1 and 5 are the two roots of the equation ax power 2 plus bx minus 5 equals 0, find the value of each of a and b. Again, here I have the two roots of this equation. The two roots means the value of x. -1 and 5 is the two roots of this equation. I need to find the value of a and b. This means I will substitute by -1 and 5. -1 in this equation, because it is one of the root, then a times -1 all power 2 plus b times -1 also minus 5 equals 0. It will be a minus b minus 5 equals 0. I will substitute also by 5. Here, a times 5 power 2 plus b times 5 minus 5 equals 0. It will be 25a plus 5b minus 5 equals 0 equals 5a plus b equals 1. Then I will substitute by -1 in the equation and also substitute by 5 in the same equation. I will have two equation, a minus b equal 5, and the second one 5a plus b equals 1. I will solve the two equations together, add the first and the second equation, then 5a plus 5a, 6a, -b plus b equals 0, 5 plus 1 equals 6, then a equal 1, and substitute in this equation first or second, then 5 plus b equals 1, then b equal -4. Then the value of a equals 1, b equals -4. Here, if x equal -3 is one of the two roots of the equation, 2x power 2 plus ax minus 3 equals 0, find the value of a and find the other root. Here I have one root. This root is -3. I will substitution in the equation by -3. Then 2 times -3 all power 2 plus a times -3 minus 3 equals 0 equals 18 minus 3a minus 3 equals 0. Then 15 minus 3a equals 0. Then 3a equal 5 and a equal 5. 3a equal 15 and e equal 5. Again, substitution by the x equal -3, one of the one root in the equation, I will get the value of a. I will write the value of a. Then 2x power 2 plus 5x minus 3 equal 0. Here, the second request, I want to find the other root. You can make factorization or general formula. Here, I will make factorization. It's very easy. 2x minus 1 times x plus 3 equals 0. The first 2x minus 1 equals 0, then x equal half, and x equal 3. Sorry, x equal here -3. Then the other root is half. Here I have two roots, -3 and half. At the end of this lesson, I can solve or find the two roots of the roots of any quadratic equation by algebraically and graphically. Algebraically by factorization and by general formula. General formula is -b, positive or negative, square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. And the second method by graphically. Graphically draw the table and write the start and the end of interval and draw the curve. This curve cut x-axis at a point. This point is the solution set. Thank you.